Hi guys, it is Pila here. Today I just want us to check volatility 75. Always we are checking currencies and indices. So today I want us to check indexes, but then I just want to show you how to trade volatility 75 using all the pattern that I always share with you. But the best one that I want us to use today, it's just gonna be a trend line. And then I'll also make another video where I'll show you how to use a continuation pattern on volatility 75. Always remember, guys, I said whenever you are trading a trend line, you need to have the first time touch and the second time touch. And then you wait for the second time touch. Now listen to this. The only thing that you need to do, you have to wait for the first time touch. The first time touch is what you're going to see, right? And then you wait and observe. You wait, the market will come back. And then now you have the first time touch and the second time touch. And then what is it that you do now? You wait for the market to come back and test the trend line. That's where you'll get your entry. If you're out there, you are trading using indicators or candlestick pattern, you can wait for your confirmation here to take your entry. But according to my experience in the market, if your trend line has more than three touches, the higher the chance that your trend line is going to be validated. The only time where I will use a trend line that has more than three touches is to confirm whether the market is still going down or up. How? I'll just draw the trend line from the beginning of the new trend and draw it like this. Let's say, for instance, the market is just testing the trend line like this. Remember, your trend line is also working as support and resistance. You can see the numbers of the touches there, but I'm not, let's say for an example, I'll spot the first time touch and the second time touch, and then I'll get in on the third touch. I see the second one, I'm not gonna step in. I see the third one, I'm not gonna step in. Instead, it is my confirmation that the market's still pushing down. And then when am I going to exit if I'm not gonna pay attention to my left hand side for take profit? So what is it I'm going to do here? I'll wait for the market to come back to the trend line, and then if it continues down, I still hold. If it breaks the trend line, then now I know that it is time for me to exit. Once they break this trend line, I know that now it is my time to exit. They'll go up, change of character, they come back to the trend line, they continue to the upside. I get out, I get in, just like that. Sharp, no? All right, so here on volatility 75, stay with me. I'll also show you where the market is headed and where you can look for your entries, right? Sharp. Now, I think I must just go back a little bit so that you can see that the only thing that you need in the market is to focus on what you are trading. And whatever that you are trading is what will make you profitable in the market, or is what's going to make you money in the market. I will use only 4 hour time frame for now. I'll go down to smaller time frame as well. And I'll also show you more techniques that you can use in the market to find yourself avoiding unnecessary losses. Remember, when you read your chart, when you read your chart, you don't look at what you want to see. Instead, you look at the whole information that is given to you. What do I mean by that? When you analyze, let's say for an example, the market is roughly here. You don't focus here specific. You use everything that you have here. Why? Remember, the market is going down. You have to rely on this uptrend. Now, as you are relying on this uptrend, you have to focus on the downtrend as well. And then as much as you're going to do that, you need to move to your left-hand side and check what happened here. They're going to break this level. And once they break this level, what is it you need? The information that you have here. Remember, whatever the market is doing, it is repeating the history as well, or it is reacting based on what they left on the left hand side. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right now, let's look at this one. The market gave us a downtrend there. Can you see the downtrend? It looks like this. Now, ngifuna ukuthi ubuke ukuthi i-trick iba kuphi, right? And then this one goes back to what I've been saying the past few days to you guys, that do not just jump in on a moving trend just because of you want to find yourself buying, you want to find yourself uh what they call this thing, you want to find yourself trading. You avoid trading if there's no opportunity. Remember, whatever that you are trading, you need to stick to whatever you are trading for you to become profitable. This is a good pattern that you can use. It's a good pattern that you can use if you are not profitable. Manje bafethe ngizonikhokisa because I've been sharing this information for the longest time, but ke abanye benu they don't use this information wise. Now, usubonile ke now, it's okay, fine. The market is pushing down, right? We have reached our trend line. You are trading trend line only in the market. Ne? You were just observing or waiting for the market to come back to this trend line. Once you see this trend line, you are very much excited. You are very much excited. Perhaps you're gonna look for your condition for entry, for your entry here. Your condition might be, I must check for a first time and the second time. If my first time and second time are more visible, you look for your entry, right? That's your condition to buy or to sell. If you have more confluence that you want to use, such as indicators, what they call this thing, indicators, or what is this thing, candlestick pattern as well, you can use them as your condition. And then you go for entry. Your entry, you know that now once I my setup have meet the conditions, you look for your entry. After looking for your entry, you then uh, identify your entry, you then go for your stop loss. If I take my entry here, this is how much I'm willing to lose. Okay, sharp. After that, you look for what? You look for your take profit. Now, where are we? We got our condition, we got our entry point, our stop loss, not yet. Now, let's look for our stop loss. Let's look for our stop loss. Your stop loss is gonna be where here. If you'll find yourself taking this entry just below, I'll explain why I'm saying just below. If I'm placing my stop loss like this, the reason why am I placing my stop loss like this, it is because of I want to give the market a space to breathe, but at the same time I'll go to smaller time frame to look for more information. I'll explain why. And I was not gonna prefer to take this. I'll also show you why. Remember, okay, fine. Let's just say we have identified our stop losses, right? Our stop loss, so that I can explain this one properly. After identifying your stop loss, now your question is, if I get in here, where am I going to exit? You must not be blind when you analyze. I know for a fact so many of you will think, okay, fine, there's a trend line up there. On that trend line, it's very much visible. Here is my first time. Here's my second time, Pilutize Masboni trend line. We look for first time, we look for second time. On the third touch, you're supposed to buy, of which is what we had here, or is what we have here. So if I'm going to buy here, that means I must exit on the trend line. It's a good setup. So I'll get in here, I'll exit on the trend line. You place your what? You take profit up there. There's nothing wrong that you did here. You did everything correctly. You get the point? You did everything correct because of you observed where the market can possibly go, right? But then remember, you need to pay attention to everything ebakunikeza yona ku-chart yakho. So let's erase again here. I'll show you more. Here, the break of structure, né? It looks just like this. What happened? On the second time touch, you the supports 1, 2, 3. Whenever you see a support or your resistance, you must know that the more touches you have on that support or on that resistance, the weaker the level. So here you had just 3 touches. After the 3 touches, what happened? The trend line, the support was broken. You know for a fact that whenever a support is broken, it becomes a resistance, right? That is what we are looking for. So whenever you notice that, oh, flip there, I had a support, my support was broken. Therefore, I'm expecting the market to react on the broken support as a resistance. Let me erase. Okay, let me not erase now. Now you know that, okay, fine, if I'm gonna get in here, that means I must exit here. Now I don't prefer to take trades like this one. They are very much small and the risk is not good enough. But then if you are greedy, you can get in here. Where else you know that, okay, fine, there are the break of structure. Besides the break of structure, what else do you have? You had a what? A broken trend line. What is it I said to you about trend lines? I said whenever you are trading a trend line and then your trend line is going to be broken, you must wait for the market to come back and test your broken trend line so that you can continue with the new trend. So now you had your trend line first time touch. Here's your second time touch. What was your expectation? You were expecting the market to go up to that trend line. The market did not go up. Instead, the trend line was broken. Two things were broken here. Your trend line was broken. The support was broken. So that means this level or this zone is a high zone of sellers. Traders who are trading trend lines, what are they gonna do? They will step in and do what? And sell. Those who are trading what? Those who are trading support and resistance, what are they going to do? Support and resistance. What are they going to do? They'll be looking for sell. But now, those who don't have much experience when it comes to support and resistance, they'll take losses there. They will take losses there. What do I mean by that? Let me erase everything. If you come across this video and you did not subscribe on my YouTube channel, do not forget to like and subscribe, and make sure that you go and practice this information. You open your chart so that you can see what I was talking about. From your left hand side here, you had a resistance. They always tell you that the more touches on the resistance, the stronger the level, right? You can see that, okay, the market was respecting the level. There are people who were told not to buy on the resistance that has just 1 touch or 2 touches. It must have more than 2 to 4 touches to confirm the strongness of that support or that resistance, right? Even though we are not talking about support and resistance, but I'm just trying to show you something here. So now, here is your resistance. Here is your support. The market went up, it came back to the support here, here, right? And then the support was broken. Traders who are trading support, what are they expecting? The market to come back and test the broken support as resistance. Now, this is what they're going to do mostly. This is what they're gonna do here. This is daily time frame. They will step in and place their stop loss just below, expecting the market to continue with the downside. Can you see that? And then look at what the market did. And most of you guys, what you do, you'll identify a break of structure and then you go to smaller time frames such as 15 minutes. You go to 15 minutes, you'll see something different. You'll place your stop loss roughly like this. The market will go up to your stop loss, go up a little bit. The next thing, the market continue to your downside. You'll be out there shouting, my broker this, my broker that. You did not analyze correctly. You did not go extra mile with your analysis. So if you went extra mile with your analysis, you are not going to take your entry here. Your entry was going to be on the trend line. But I also understand this one will only accommodate traders who are trading support. I'm sorry, it will accommodate traders who are trading trend lines. They know that whenever their trend line is broken, they will wait for the market to come back and test the trend line. For an example, this is a good setup. If you're out there, you decide that, okay, I'm going to risk $30 on this trend line, right? I'm risking my $30 and then you take a loss of the $30. Roughly your risk was like this. After taking the $30 as a loss, you wait for the market to come back and test the trend line. You come again, you risk another $30. After risking another $30, as the market is going down, you do what? You gain the $30 that you just lost. And then you start multiplying it as the market is going down. That's how you find yourself making money in the market. You don't make money just by jumping in and jumping out. No, you took a loss. You look for another opportunity that is the same as the one that you're looking for before, and then you make money as the market repeat whatever it was doing. Angichaze ngesikithi uyazi ukuthi utrade i-trendline only. Uma utrade i-trendline only, the only thing that you need to do to look for is trend lines. So you took a loss at trendline laphayana. What do? You wait for the market to come back and test the trendline. Ikutshengise ukuthi okay, thina manje sesishintshe i-direction, sizohamba ku-direction ekanje. So uyafuna ungena noma ufuna ungena. Uma ufuna ungena, you step in, you risk the same amount okade uyiriskile previous, only if you are risking, you are trading nicely. If you are trading nicely, leyo $30 uma uyiriskiye laphayana, you won't be able to risk another one. Umuntu or reckless when it comes to taking entries. What do I mean by that? Into enye eseparator abantu ukuthi babe profitable not bangabe profitable, it is because people want to become rich overnight. What they do, they risk all of their capital in one single trade. You have 1,000, you risk 1,000, you want to make 1,000,000 overnight. Should it happen that the market's gonna be against you, because remember, there's nothing that is 100% in the market. So when the market goes against you, you risk that 1,000, you are not gonna come back. So if you have 1,000, risk roughly 30%, risk another 30%, you still have time. 3 times, you can't lose 3 times if you are strictly trading according to your rule. If your rules is whenever I see a trend line, I take that trend line. Should I take a loss on the trend line? I'll wait for the market to come back and test the trend line again. That loss that you just lost, you'll gain it. You can't lose twice on a trend line. You cannot lose twice on a trend line. I'll show you as we are going to be looking for trend lines. Now that you have seen that trend lines are out there and they are working, let's look for another opportunity. Before, let's see if we have another one here. I'm not sure about this one, but I want to verify. This is Volatility 75. And I know most of you guys prefer to go to Nasdaq Gold and USDT, blah blah blah. We still have Nasdaq. We still have Volatility 75. There's a lot that you can trade in the market. Just approach the market the way approach the market with just one strategy or one pattern. You'll see the magic behind everything. Here you are on daily time frame. You wait for the market, or you see, okay, there's a trend line, I'm gonna buy there. But remember, masofunde kahle so yazi ukuthi you don't just buy anywhere. You see a trend line, or you doubt, or this trend line might be broken because the market's on a downtrend. Don't step in there. Wait for them to break the trend line and come back and test it. Then you step in, you go down with the market there, right? Now you see another trend line. Here is your trend line. You must step in and buy there. But where are you going to exit? You check your current trend. I have a break of structure here. Here's my break of structure. That's my exit. You are done with this one. What do you do from here? You look for another trend line. You see, oh, flip, there's another one there. Okay, what am I supposed to do? I must wait for the market to come back and give me the third touch. This is daily time frame. I guess you guys understand what is actually happening here. First time touch, second time touch. What do? You wait for the market to come back and test the trend line so that you can step in and do what and sell. Now, this is where it becomes interesting. Wena ngiyakufundisa ukuthi i-trend line yakho uyisebenzisa kanjani. Wena you can't wait for 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't wait for 4 days without trading. As the market is going down, you'll try to create opportunities to sell. I know that the market will come to this level. Let me sell and get that 1,000. And then when the market is going up, I'll buy again, I'll buy again. By the time the market reaches your trend line, you have zero in your account. It's nice to wait, guys, without trading. Wait for that 4 days. Wait for that 5 days. That 5 days is gonna be more profitable. Imagine you waited for how many days? 4 days without trading here. After you got your entry on the trend line, look at how the market went down for how many days? I'm not gonna count, but I want you to look at what is standing between you and your profitability. Angazi noma ikhona into enjalo kodwa sengiyikhreathile. Guys, I repeat this one. You need to just have one strategy that you can work with. One strategy that you need to master for you to become profitable. We are Buya Foods, okay, fine. I only trade trend lines in the market. Here is a trend line, one, two, by break here. This candlestick early grade. If you go to smaller time frame, lazo test lapayana. How? You place your horizontal line like this. There's a support, there's support, support, support. It was broken, it was tested as a resistance. The market continued with the trend. We are Buya Foods. You look for more trend lines. Your job is to look for trend lines in the market. First time, second time, you look for your entry on your third touch. How many days ungana trade here ulinde ukuthi uzoba ne-third touch? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. LS4 ivale laphayana. That's why I encounter LS4. Market ite mayivala yavala laphayana. That's full 4 days. Mayivula ivula with a new candlestick market yenyuka. You waited just for 4 days. And then look at how the market went up. Ukusuka la uye laphayana. Umholo womuntu luyena but angifuni sikhulume ngaleyo ndlela because of i-projector as if senza i-get rich quick ntontoni here where else we are not. Kodwa nje ngifuna understand ukuthi the only thing that will make you profitable in the market is for you to learn how to wait, how to be patient. Yabo? Sharp. Sizoyehla nje nge-time frame kancane sibuke ukuthi ama-trend lines wathola kayingakhi or atholakala kaningi into efana nalezo so yabo. And then i-book ikhona iwaphethe wonke lama-trend lines as well. Here is your trend line again. Your job, umuvule market yakho, what are you looking for? Trend line. First time, second time, you sell where? On the third touch. Laphaya nohamba nani? The support and resistance. Actually, that's your support. Support yako image nani? Image on a trend line. What does that mean? Traders who are trading trend lines, they are looking for sell opportunities. Traders who are trading support and resistance, they are also looking for what? Sell opportunities. What does that mean? It means everyone is looking for sell opportunities. Why when we want of buy? Because whatever you do, you must do what they are doing. I said, I want you guys to see ukuthi uma ungenaso i-strategy, you can leave usebenzisa i-trend line. I-trend line kube i-strategy sakho. Here is your first time, here is your second time, you buy on the third touch, the market went up for full 2 days. And we are you are not creating opportunities. Okay, let me show you ukuthi uyikhapha kanjani. You are trading trend lines, right? Here is your first time, here is your second time. What do? You wait for the market to give you the third time so that you can buy. Already, as the market is coming down to give you the third touch, you identify the first time and the second time. Now you know where the market is headed, right? As you are buying here, where are you going to exit? You exit, you start selling. You were not like the person who look at this candlestick and be like, flip, the market is going down. Let me just step in and sell. You start selling, the market reverses. As the market reverses, you be like, flip, I was wrong. The market's going up now. You start buying, the market goes down. Forex is scam. Blah blah blah. Broker this, broker that. I'm a fund to trade so that you can understand your land. Sharp. All right. Siyabuya futhi angithi wena you are only trading trend lines in the market, right? Look at this again, even though we're not gonna pay attention to it. About trading continuation pattern, now continuation pattern. Look at what the market did. It went up and then it continued to the downside. Got to a sequel up. You have so many continuation patterns that you can use in the market. There's a lot. Got to guess is covering it. But today I just want to show you what you can do with the trend lines. See, to corner any amanye corner, but I won't take them. A corner, but I won't take them personally. So I'm not gonna show you. Amaning wow. Njengale, you go to smaller time frame, laphayana you'll get a continuation pattern that push the market down. Remember, uma uzothatha i-trade that is going against the major trend, you must know ukuthi angeke lihambe the way ufuna ngakhona ngithi. Sharp. Guys, uma kuwukuthi there is something you do not understand, feel free ukuthi ubuze ngikwazi ukukusiza. Nayo i-trend line yakho. When do you step in and sell? If you have with that touch. Now, this is what you must also observe when you approach the market. Know when you're supposed to exit. Know where you're supposed to exit as well. Now you had a chance to step in and sell there. If you're going to sell there on the dead touch of the trend line, where are you exiting? You need to use your left hand side. Your left hand side is very much important, guys. So you're going to step in on the trend line and expect to exit based on your left hand side. What is it you have on your left hand side that will cause the market to change the direction? Hence, I always say when the market is going down, you need to pay attention to the uptrend, to left hand side work when I say to the uptrend and also the current trend. Therefore, you paid attention to the current trend. Now you need to move to your left hand side. So when you move to your left hand side, this is your left hand side. What is it you have here that can cause the market to change the direction? Oh, here I have nothing, but there's a resistance that was broken and it was not tested on the right hand side. That means this is where the market's gonna change the direction. This is my exit point. This is how I place my take profit. I'm done. I trade trend lines only in the market. I don't see any trend line right now. That means I'm not going to step in and take any trade. I'll look for another opportunity for my trend lines. Discipline goes a long way, guys. If you are trading trend lines, stick to them. We are footy. Okay, now see current trend. The market become a reversal. Ifike roughly there. I see so many trend lines there. Njengobona yehla iya ezantsi. Thatha i-trend line yakho uyifake kanje. Ithini ku? Ithi first time. Ayithintanga leyana. It's second time here. Dead touch. What happened? The market went down. And then now i-danger ekhona here ngishizo ngathi ngizobe sengiyanitshengisa nje nama-opportunities akhona. Earlier on I said i-trend line yami ngiyisebenzisa kawu-2. Uma ngiyisebenzisa kayi-2 ngiyisebenzisa kanjani? Ngiyisebenzisa kanje. Ngizofaka laphayana ngiyinyuse iye phezulu. Ngikwenzelani lokho? Ngikwenzela ukuthi uma kuwukuthi ngine-trade, okay, le ifuna ukuhlala so already bayibreakile. That means I must go up a little bit. Ngiyenzela ini to know ukuthi okay already manje sesishintshe ini i-direction ye-market. Uma uzoyibeka la i-trend line yakho ibona ukuthi ikunikeza ini, ikunikeza i-touch laphayana, ikunikeza i-touch laphayana, ikunikeza i-touch again laphayana. 1, 2, 3, and then the market went up, ibreakile. Can you see that, my boy? So what are we expecting right now? I-market to me reverser izoyaphi? Izobuya laphayana ku-break of structure, izotesta i-trend line. You go deeper to smaller time frame, there's a break of structure here, support was broken. Yabona ukuthi laphayana the higher the chance that the market will reverse. And we have so many confirmations that confirms that we're supposed to wait ukuthi market ibuye laphayana. Traders who are trading continuation pattern, now continuation pattern, that's your sell zone. But now inside this inside this space, that's your sell zone. But now the problem is the base is very much big for anyone to take it. But if you want to take it, you can take it. If you want to take it, you can take it. And then look at this again. You are a trader, you are trading a trend line. What do? You just put it like this and then you wait. Whatever the market's gonna do here, you're not gonna pay much attention. You'll be looking for what sell opportunities based on the information that is given to you. Let's go down the time frame. So Buga would, as we go down with the time frame, what is it we get there? So you see here, this is your smaller time frame. Let me remove this one. Actually, let me remove everything. Now we are on smaller time frame. Ku-smaller time frame wethu sifuna ukubona ukuthi sizophuma kuphi or sizongena kuphi kanjani and why. Na imarket yethu ithini kithi? Ithi laphayana sine-support that was broken. Can you see on my left hand side? Resistant, it became a support. It was broken. And then laphayana phezulu we have a new support that was broken. Ngifuna ukuyishaya as what? As i-zone. Ifaka as i-zone because of i-support yakho is not on a straight line. Yeah? This is going to be your zone. Ifaka nje kanje. But now, those who are trading support and resistance, you need to be careful, my saying it is fine. The Ganjani, this is 8-hour time frame. 8-hour time frame on a trend line. Can you see the trend line? And then on top, lapayana unani on a continuation pattern. Na a continuation pattern yakho. Kusho ukuthini logo? Kusho ukuthi they higher the chance of bangabuya somewhere here. And now, siyabuka laphayana, they can push the market down roughly to the break of structure here. You can see this is a strong support. The support yakho, why it's strong by iteste kaningi. Mangithi is strong, I don't mean ukuthi is strong ukuthi izohold the market with ilokhu ihlala kiyo kanje. No, mangithi is strong ngikhulumela phezukwana ukuthi bayisebenzise kaningi. And you can see it was a support here, it was a resistant, it became a resistant. The same thing that I was explaining, that whenever you are trading support and resistance, you need to pay attention to the touches. And then by breakile babuya bazoyitesta. That is why I always say the more touches you have, the weaker the level. The reason why I said it is strong, it is because of they use it several times. So now babuyile kiyo. So uma bazobuya on the right hand side, bangafike bateste yona and then they go up. Uma bakubuyela phezulu, the higher the chance ukuthi bazoreacta on that trend line and the continuation pattern. Kodwa-ke uma uzovula i-chart lakho uhlangane nalesi scenario le esikiyo right now, don't jump in and look for a sell opportunity. You might jump in here, i-reverse, and then uyozithola ukuphi. Uyozithola ukuphi because now we are on 8-hour time frame. Ayikho into ebashiyele yona perhaps engenza ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi okay, we can jump in here. For an example, if you check on the uptrend here, they left a continuation pattern. I-continuation pattern yethu yenzeni? I-market inyukile yaphezulu yabuya yazotesta i-continuation pattern. Uma itesta i-continuation pattern kusho ukuthini lokho? Kusho ukuthi they continue with the trend. Now, after testing the continuation pattern, a new continuation pattern was created. The market left the continuation pattern here for a reason, and then they went up to the resistance. They came back to the continuation pattern. That's another entry for you to continue with the trend. You go to smaller time frame, you'll find trend lines here that are pushing the market up as well. Guys, even though singekho ngawo ama-trend lines, but ngizama ukukuvezela there must be a reason for you to step in and buy. If there's no reason, don't step in and buy because you'll find yourself taking losses. You find yourself buying, selling here just because of the market is going down, here reverse. Wait, market here, you guys start buying here, you move sideways, here reverse. So if you know that, oh, I only trade support and resistance in the market, what is it that you need to focus on? The support and resistance yakho kuphela. So right now, this is 8-hour time frame. Asina lutho that we can use right now. Based on the strategy and the person that I use, there's nothing that I can use here. Even if there is, let's go to smaller time frames. Smaller time frame. And guys, for you to become profitable, do not force trades. Do not force trades. Right now, you see Ugutoke Lapayana, Sine minor support. The support is nayo la. Bangayirespecta, but our chances are very small. If valid for them to respect is this one. Maybe respecta bayabuya respecta la payana bayapi, and then they go up there. Then we continue to the downside. Remember, ukuthi market yethu I move on a straight line, so I move ama zigzag until izofika la yakhona. This is 4-hour time frame. If you're out there, you're on 4-hour time frame, you must know which umufuni trend line, you are not gonna stay for roughly 3 days without finding a trend line. Ukwazi lowo, but mina personally ngithanda ama time frame aphezulu, ngihlale ngisho lento le. The reason why ngithanda ama-time frames aphezulu is because of yonke le information engiyifuna ngiyithola kalula. For an example, buka la, this is 4-hour, nayo trend line yakho. What do? You get your first time touch, you join it to the second time touch, you then wait for the market to give you the third touch, just like this. 1, 2, that's your confirmation a trend line. You wait for the market to come back to the trend line. Where are you going to exit here? Lapayan. So your entry was gonna look like this. Your entry was gonna look something like this on 4-hour time frame. That's your exit day. You are done. You wait for another trend line. You do the same thing. That's how you become profitable. You don't become profitable by creating opportunities that are not there, guys. Instead, umufuna uzibona uprofitable, sebenzisa le information ebakunikeza yona. Buka njengala, unani une-trend line ethi 1, ithi 1 laphaya, ngithi ngipisele emuva a little bit. Ayingivumeli kahle, kodwa iyavuma. Mingavumi zona ithini, ithi on 4-hour first time touch, second time touch, and then sine third touch. You go to 1 hour la une break of structure. Let me go to 1 hour so that you can see the break of structure that I'm talking about. Akube lula ukuthi ezinye izinto ukwazi ukuzibona ku-market, ne? But uzibona kanjani? Masone experience. Na i-break of structure that I'm talking about here. Support. It was broken. The market came back to the trend line, and then it went up to a break of structure, and then to the downside, just like that. Now here's your continuation pattern. Is amukwehlele ezantsi. And even if ungathi ufuna ukujumpa in here, you are late. Your entry was supposed to be here. So zazi ukuthi mawungena ku-market utrader ini, and what are you looking for ku-market. And if you start erasing again here, erase yonke lento ela, ubuke futhi again there, thola 1, 2, 3, the market went up, yabuya break. I-trend line yethu bayibreakile, it shows ukuthi okay, now we are moving to the downside. Izobuya izoyitest. You step in yourself, become happy. Uyabuya futhi na first time, na second time, na third touch, market yenzeni iselile, even though iline lami lingekho straight. I-offer le kade nginenzele yona last, guys, ngizoyivala namhlanje. Uma kuwukuthi ubukade unesifiso nginenzele i-offer, senizoyithola-ke ngelinye ilanga. Senizoyithola ngelinye ilanga. Uma kade unesifiso sokuthi ufunde, ngishizwe ngathi you can deposit from 200, you'll pay the remaining balance. Kodwa namhlanje ngiyayivala abafethu. Sengimtshengisile i-information that you can use in the market to become profitable. So if you come across this video and it's your first time you're seeing this information, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Also share this information with your friends. Ungabi nomona njengoba nami ngenawo umuntu ukunishare this information, guys. This is 1 hour time frame. Look at the beautiful thing about trading on 1 hour time frame. You'll run away saying, mina ngitrading my time frame aphezulu kwasho ucima kwavuthele. Count how many candlestick from here ukuya phansi ubuye iziyofika laphayana. Ingakunikeza this more than the hours obowalinde ngale. Actually not more, azoba the same. But as long as wazi ukuthi trader in ku-market uphenduka umuntu o-happy. Example, i-market yakho ulinde ukuthi yokunikeza dead touch. You can see that there's a continuation pattern here and there's another continuation pattern. Traders who are trading continuation pattern, they'll step in and sell and exit and buy. So niyakwazi trade trend line. And if you're not trading a trend line, you're gonna step in and sell here based on this continuation pattern on your left hand side. You become excited again. Uyabona ukuthi ayikho ipair ezokuhlula uma sukwazi uku-approacha i-market ngale ndlela le. Because what is important here is for you to know ukuthi okay, manje ngingena ku-market because of 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, but uma ungazi ukuthi ungena ku-market ungena for what, ila uzoba nama-challenges khona. And then there's something that I want to show you again nge-trend line. Let me see if I'm going to find it here. This one is very much useful. Izo accommodator, mostly those who always ask ukuthi why sithatha ama-trades wethu on the third touch. Tata i-trend line yakho uyinyusele phezulu kanje. And then so here is your first time touch. Here is the first time touch. Here is your second time touch. Here is your third time touch. Laphayana. Uyayibona. Uma ungayiboni la, abayithintanga laphayana as the second time touch. And then let's extend this one to the right hand side. Can you see that? Uma si extended to the right hand side by break here. Ngingachaza before ngathi kini, whatever that you are trading ku market, make sure ukuthi uthola ama first time touches, ama second time touches. Ungayi above ama dead touches. I mentioned ukuthi according to my experience in the market, when I trade trend lines, I only take the dead touch only. Uma ibuyile ya respecter, it's fine. I only take the first touch. So if you're gonna wait for the third touch, because I've heard so many people saying when you are trading trend lines, you need to wait for the third touch. Which ibe khona. Masoli in the third touch, then you're gonna buy on the fourth touch. Where's the fourth touch here? The market went through. Let's look for another example before we share. Guys, in share information lana enizoyisebenzisa lifetime. So make sure that you subscribe if you did not subscribe. Make sure that you like if you did not like. Let's see. Boga futhi again. They will tell you ukuthi wait for a first time, wait for a second time, or not first time, and they'll say wait for a third touch. And then that's when you're gonna confirm that now you have a trend line. So you wait for the third touch, yeah, booyah, it's third touch. You leave the opportunity, you have a continuation pattern that's matching with the trend line. We are yega, booyah uzofuna ukubhaya la breaker as if there's nothing. Yeah, trend line is not working. I've seen so many people saying trend lines are not working. Futhi angifakazi ke le ngivesane ngiyithulele nje. Even today I've seen someone saying uma usatrade i-trend line on 2025. Yabona nje umuntu okhuluma kanje nje uvesane ubona kusalele kunye here, but asikho lapha ngithi. So uma ngikutshengisa kanje ngikutshengisela ukuthi kube kanjani ukuthi avoida ukuthatha ama-second time touch nama-third touch nani. Remember, ngayichaza kanjani nje, it's like ama-leftovers, guys. Who wanna eat ama-leftovers? Who wanna eat ama-leftovers? Ngiceda ukudla la ngiyandenda nongidenda wangibrashanga amazinyo uyangibona nje ukuthi kuyanyiwa. You won't eat the food ekade ngidla. Na i-trend line yakho uyayibona, this is the fresh one that you can take and exit laphayana based ku-left hand side wakho or based on the trend line. Now uma seyibuya ku-third touch wona uzofuna ukudla ama-leftovers. This is the leftover. The reason why ngithi leftover, buka laphayana la ukwazile ungena wazophuma roughly there angithi that's enough. So if you're gonna get in here, you must exit on the continuation pattern. It's very small, angewusuthe compared to ukudla engizokudla mina. So it's a leftover. Avoid ukuthatha ama-leftovers. Ngiyazi ukuthi la singakhipha i-information efana nale bangibhena ku-TikTok, but it's fine out. Nalebheji lami liphela. Bafethu kulungile, sizobuya siyishare le information. Zophinde ngibe live during the day nama students, so I'll share more information. Bye bye.